What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, Tracy was tripping when it came down to that luau night because I love stuff like that. Little like say if you go to a club or something like that, and they're having a theme night like 80s night or disco night or a luau night, stuff like that. I love it. I love it. It seems so much fun. It's like I wish I could go to stuff like that. I mean, I can, but I don't know too many places where I live that have them. Or I try to look them up to see when they're having things like that, but it's not often, so it kind of sucks. But I would love to go to stuff like that. Luau night, disco night, all that type of stuff be fun as hell. Especially when you're around people that want to have fun and they come for the good time and stuff like that. It makes it even better. So Tracy was tripping. I'm like, she all up in there with an attitude, like she don't want to be there. I don't blame BLQ for supplying her with some liquor. Cause I'm like, she need to loosen her ass up. Like, seriously. And then the way she was acting when they put the lay on her, I'm like, Tracy, obviously with your attitude, baby girl, you need to get laid. Like, instead of them laying you with the necklace and all that stuff, you need to get laid with maybe a 9-inch pipe or something. Like you need something. You know what I'm saying? Loosen your tight ass up. Um, but once she got them drinks in her and she started feeling it, oh, she was letting loose. She was letting loose. She was them Mai Tais was hitting her. She was up in here getting loose. Um, the way she came at Matt, calling him Chili Willy. Listen, I could fuck with drunk Tracy. I love drunk Tracy. Drunk Tracy is better to me than sober Tracy sometimes. I mean, sober Tracy throw fun shade and stuff at people, and I love that too. But drunk Tracy, oh, that's a whole nother story. Drunk Tracy be cutting up. Um, and drunk people start spitting the truth, because that's what she started doing. She started telling all the tea about why she want deception and stuff like that she wanted lock, stock, and barrel. I'm not surprised that she want deception, and a part of me believes that Luke's death, or quote unquote death, has something to do with her wanting a challenge and wanting to sink her teeth in something to focus on and whatnot. I get it. But with Tracy, I think it's a much bigger play. I think it's way bigger than what she was claiming. Even drunk, I think it's bigger than what she was trying to say it was. Um, so moving on from that, I get where Felicia was coming from when she was talking to Mac about wanting to do something more than just being a grandmother and stuff. Like, she wants to be in the thick of things. She wants to be a part of something important. I get it. And the hospital, volunteering at the hospital is a cool thing to do for the community. It is, but I also get where Felicia's coming from with that. It's like she doesn't have a medical background. She doesn't feel like her skill set would be useful there, for the most part. But like I said before, if she wants to do something meaningful, something that can, get the blood going, I say why not join up with Sam and, join her PI firm. Sam dabbles in a bunch of cases. I mean, she's dealing with the Sasha Gladys shit right now. I think that'd be a good thing for Felicia to sink her teeth in. I ain't mad at her, like, you gotta find your next chapter in life, and I think that's what she's looking for. And I don't blame her at all. I can't say I blame her at all. Moving on from that, Dante need to wake the hell up. Like, he really do. I am so tired of him and BLQ sitting there brushing off the whole Gladys situation. It's like, obviously, if Cody feels this strongly about Gladys and he really feels like Sasha's in trouble, why are y'all not looking into this? Why are y'all just blowing it off like, oh, you just upset? Oh, you just, she's where she needs to be. No, y'all not looking at this from the way he looking at it, from the way Sam's looking at it. Like, she was fine. Even Maxie and Nina feel that way. She was fine before recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not even trying to look into it. And my thing is, I kind of get where Dante coming from. He feels like, with the restraining order in place, he don't want to see Cody getting any more trouble. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, at least Cody has the balls to take risks to do what he feels is right for Sasha. Because at the end of the day, that girl do need some help. She needs a rescue. She needs a life preserver at this point. So I ain't even mad at Cody for doing crazy stunts and tricks to get sent to Ferncliff to get her out of there. Somebody got to do something because that girl is in need desperately. Like, somebody need to get her the fuck up out of there. They just pumping her full of all type of drugs to keep her mind groggy, and Gladys on her pocketbook, trying to keep Gladys in this life that she's loving, right now. But if Gladys keeps spending the money that she's spending, ain't gonna be nothing left, because Gladys, all up shopping $4,000 on this, $2,000 on that, like ain't gonna be nothing left by the time Gladys is finished. So somebody need to spring into action and do something. Little money hungry heifer. So anyway, moving on from that. I love seeing Christina like this. Like, Christina is hitting the ground running. She trying to get board members. I ain't mad at her for trying to get Tyrion on board because, I think it's a perfect thing. Because I think with her qualifications and stuff as a doctor, she can help people, give them advice and stuff just in case one day they want to go into the medical field, or her being a trans woman. You know what I mean? I think that could help a lot of teenagers and stuff that's trying to figure out their, identity and stuff and where they fit in with their gender and all this. So I think it's a good thing to ask her, and I'm glad Christina, hitting the ground running on this thing. Like, she's really moving mountains to get this off the ground, and I ain't mad at it. I'll touch back on her in a second, but getting to the Molly situation, with this little dinner party and whatnot, you know what? I do get where Jordan and Alexis are coming from, because those little looks that they was giving each other in the conversation they had at the cafe, I do agree. I feel like Molly and TJ definitely are moving fast. This is moving quickly. Molly could sit here and say, "Oh, I did all the research. That's fine," but it's like, y'all moving fast as hell. But on the other hand, as a parent, if I were a parent, I'd be happy too, because at the same time, they serious about this surrogacy thing, so at least they're not coming to me looking for no money to pay for this, because surrogacy is not cheap. So I'm just glad that they're not coming for me looking for my checkbook. I'm just saying. But I get where they're coming from. It is moving too fast, and it's like, it ain't just the financial responsibility of it. It's like, are you really ready for what all this entails? Her even asking Sam to be the godmother and stuff. I agree with Sam. I feel like, okay, pump your brakes. You're not even pregnant yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting, you moving way too fast. Like, you're moving way too fast. You looking at godparents, asking people to be the godparents. There's no baby yet, you wackadoo. Why don't you wait until you get pregnant first and get closer to the due date and all that to start talking about things like that? You know what I'm saying? Don't get your hopes up just yet. Anything can happen. I feel like the surrogacy thing was messy before it even got started, and now I feel like once Christina got there, it got even messier. I don't blame Christina for feeling some type of way about not being invited, but on the one hand, where Molly is concerned, I think I get why Molly didn't invite her. I mean, we didn't get an answer as to why Molly didn't invite her, so I'm just gonna assume that she didn't invite her because it might be a touchy situation for Christina, because remember, Christina wanted to be the surrogate, begged and pleaded and put it out there and all that. It was a point of contention between them. So I think Molly just chose to not invite her because she was like, maybe it is a touchy subject, talking about a surrogate when she wanted to be the surrogate. So I think Christina might be in her feelings about that. They're paying this girl to be a surrogate when she was going to do it for free. This whole surrogacy thing is just getting messy as fuck. And I knew it would be. I knew it because once family get involved and they want an active part in it, or a family member wants to be active in it, it's going to get messy. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's not going to be happy. So let the mess begin, because that's where it's going at this point, because Christina definitely looked like she was ready to smack a hoe. Christina was so over it. She was like, if looks could kill, Molly would be dead. And I still don't trust that surrogate, Andrea. I don't trust her. I mean, she look all nice and sweet. She talk nice and sweet. But in the eyes, she look a little shifty. I'm just saying, look a little cuckoo. Like, she like a Lifetime movie away. I'm just saying. Stalked by my surrogate. Like, she just looked like she just out there. Like, Did they do a thorough background check on her? Because Molly claimed, she passed the background. Are you sure? Like, did you do a thorough fine-tooth comb background, or did you just do a quick Google search and shit popped up, rainbows and cupcakes, and that's what you went with? Like, you gotta do a fine-tooth comb background on these folks. I'm just saying. So hopefully she did. I doubt it. So anyway, Finn and Liz, I really didn't care for their scenes today. I'm glad Liz is starting to, put the past traumas behind her and whatnot. I just hate that Finn was so involved in that, because every storyline that they come up with for Liz that deals with the past or something, even her rape and stuff like that, they made that about Franco. The stuff with her mother and father not speaking, her not speaking with them for years, they made that about Finn. They try to insert Finn into that. I just feel like stuff that has to do with Elizabeth and her trauma should be about Elizabeth and her trauma and her healing. Stop trying to make it about the man that she's currently with. You know what I'm saying? I just find it ridiculous. Especially storylines that's been around for her for years that they're finally addressing. It's like, stop making these stories about the men in her life. Make it about her, because these are her traumas. You know what I'm saying? That's what I prefer. Instead of the men butting in and, oh, I'm going to take care of this, and, making it look like she weak or she a damsel in distress that's not strong enough to handle these traumas. Let her handle it. But I am glad that she putting all this behind her, though. I am so happy that Gregory finally gonna talk to Finn about his ALS. Hopefully he can blurt it out without being interrupted. It's about time, because this man can't even watch his grandchild on his own without him, tremoring and falling to the floor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you can't even watch your grandchild by yourself now. It's time for you to tell your sons what's going on, because it's getting worse by the second, bro. It's getting worse by the second. He need to come on and just tell them, because this ain't. Because what's going to happen next time if he babysit Violet and it gets worse during that time? You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can happen. An accident can happen, anything. Like, so I think he definitely needs to get ahead of this and just tell them and start the treatment process or whatever's next for this. Well, I'm pretty sure he can't be treated, but whatever comes next, he just needs to figure it out, but he needs to tell them now. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.